Hey folks, the video you're watching will become video number 29. Hopefully it's the video you're watching after already watching video 28. You must watch video number 28 in Edpuzzle for it to make the most sense, okay? So again, if you haven't watched video 28 on Edpuzzle, this is video 28. If you haven't watched this video yet, make sure you pause video 29 and just watch this one first. Of course, watch these videos I provide you in chronological order. So 28 you should watch before you're watching 29. Just what makes the most sense possible. All right, so the goal of this video is so you can better understand what gene expression is. Gene expression is when a gene produces a protein, and that is our goal. So you can see over here in this box, it says our protein collection. So we're going to have this gene, number one, produce a protein. How do you do that? Well, you got to activate the gene. How do you activate the gene? Well, looky here. We have this thing called a transcription factor. That's not a booger. It's a special protein called a transcription factor. This transcription factor's job is to bind, and you can see right here, bind to gene number one. It doesn't do anything magical when I do that. I attach it. It's very important, though. Transcription factors like this gold one I just bonded to gene number one, right? These transcription factors help activate a gene. Without them, no protein can ever get made. In other words, the gene is silenced and is inactive. This gene is turned off without the help of this transcription factor. So right now I took the transcription factor away. I know it doesn't look like much, but this gene is technically turned off now. I add the transcription factor. I've now turned the gene on. Let me show you what I mean. You got some RNA polymerase here. I'm able to attach it. It just did something. See, I told you the gene's turned on. It made mRNA. And you're like, I have no idea what's happening. It's okay, just follow along. The point really is know what a transcription factor does. A transcription factor turns a gene on. This transcription factor is weird, irregularly shaped, and it binds to the regulatory region here of the gene. So it binds to a part of the gene that regulates it or turns it on. Now, when the transcription factor here is bound to the gene, RNA polymerase, this other protein here, can then undergo a conformational change. Look, it's changing its shape. And it does its job. Its job is to produce mRNA. If a gene is producing these little things called mRNA, it means the gene is turned on, the gene is active, the gene is being expressed. It's a fancy word, gene expression. To say a gene is expressed means the gene is turned on, it's active, and helping to produce proteins. Now, it hasn't produced a protein yet, and that's okay. I'll explain that part later. But the fact that this gene is doing anything, and the fact that RNA polymerase can connect to the gene and make the mRNA means the gene is turned on. Now, genes aren't on all the time, and different genes are on or off in different cells. What will cause a gene to turn on, though? What causes a gene to have its transcription factors bind to a gene? What can cause that? Well, this whole chapter 11 or topics 4.1 through 4.4 have talked about signaling molecules, hormones, ligands. These molecules, these chemical messengers, can actually help transcription factors bind and turn the gene on. So you can imagine a hormone like we learned in video 28.